to jump back into the chat. Lakesh Veritas, everybody.
Oh, we lost the chat.
Yes and no. You can give them a minute to roll back in. And so we have the chat from our previous video. We can pull it. We can still pull it back up.
Oh, good. It'd be easier for you to read it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, everyone. We're going to give you a moment to all roll back into the live stream. All right. And Lakesh, I see some of you all rolling back in. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Can we be heard?
Yeah, everybody can hear us.
Then we should talk.
Go right ahead. I'm in the process of pulling up the chat and the comments from the last session.
So the idea of being triggered is really the idea of our topic today, and I'd like for you all to consider, when was the last time someone said something to you and it triggered you, and what does that signify? If you, in retrospect, now that it's not happening at this moment, you think about it, are you being triggered because there was truth in what was being said? Or are you being triggered because of some unresolved, stuck emotion, that has not yet been fully flushed out? Are you offended and in defense because of your own situation? Or is it the other person that you're directing energy to? So this is a question to get you thinking about it. Are you able to?
No, we're not. Look at that. But I'm going to remain untriggered. What's that? You have it? What? Hold on. Saved. You see, that's why you got to just free yourself and be unbothered. Thank you, Dancing Lady. All right, look at this. So we're going to go back to some of those comments that were shared.
And anybody who wants to comment on what I just said, you're welcome to do so in the new chat. That this idea of think about the last time you were triggered and remove yourself, detach yourself a bit and think about why were you triggered? Is that something you have to work on? And if so, are you willing to do so?
All right, so we have, again, just because I want to set the tone. Peace, gratitude, abundance, love, light. Knowing my triggers allows me to be proactive within my microcosm to protect peace. That's I am Elijah Woods,
yes.
Reading us as usual, but it's commentary.
Yes.
We have, Lauren says, this is deeply resonating. My daughter responds to my thoughts, actions, emotions. Keeping myself clear allows her to be clear. Thank you for this conversation. We have Stacy OTS. Learning that each child has their own soul and lessons to learn is liberating. Seeing the lessons not learned by myself is reflecting through them. I have the opportunity to learn the lessons with them.
Absolutely.
Stephanie Singletary says, when we release the need or want to control, there is such an actual physical release that can be felt in your body. We don't even realize how much life force we are using trying to control someone. That right there.
Yes, that's so significant. Like, really, trying to control yourself is your duty. Trying to control everybody else is exhausting.
Yeah.
And you call in an early death in trying to micromanage all the beings in your experience. You want to get your daughter, your grandchildren, her boyfriend, all the people that you want to work for, the people who are your clients, all of you trying to manage all of them when that's not your job. Your job is to manage you. In the face of each of them in truth, which is not to be triggered all day long.
Most certainly.
Thank you, Stephanie. That was excellent, thought-provoking.
Yes, yes. We have Gina. Yes, this is. Thank you for your words. Also, Stephanie, Lauren, and Stacy for your thoughts on subjects. Diva 831 says, I'm so driven by the concept of change and evolution. It started as a response to my own trauma growing up, but then it blossomed into an autonomous experience to be who I wanted to be. She has two more comments. I moved that concept into my parenting because my kids are of varying ages, and I get to remember that I must be adaptable to where they are in life in all of their stages. They each get a different mom, in the last comment from her, but they get the same love because I am able to move through that need the understanding that need me to evolve to meet them where they are. It was a
This
tough
is
road getting there, but this idea, I'm so glad for it.
this is so important what was just said. This whole topic that's being talked about in this comment, because if you have siblings, like I have siblings, and depending on birth order, like where you are in the birth order of the family and the
Mm-hmm.
siblings, there is no child who grows up in the same house with the same siblings as one another and the parents who has the same experience. Everybody's having a completely different experience. Even when you hear family tell stories, they're telling it from a complete, like, when did that happen? you know, it's very true that where we are at any given moment in our life and what we remember and who our siblings are and who the parents were at that time and the difference between firstborn, secondborn, middleborn, baby, all of that changes the dynamic. Just the other day, my son was saying, you think I have memories that I don't have because you have memories with the other children that you think I have, but I don't have those memories. And it's true because what was relevant at any given moment for any given child, even in the same circumstance, changes because we are different as parents with each child. The child is different with each sibling, and the order in which the birth changes the dynamic. So it's the joke is that my first children got all the pictures. My second child got a few pictures. My third child got fewer pictures. and it was never intended, but it's kind of the progression of what happens from where you are when you begin a process and where you are as you mature into it.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting. So
Yeah,
thank you so
indeed,
much for
indeed.
that.
Yes. All right, so it continues on. We have Sherelle 4173 says, this is the parenting class I've been looking for. I had a similar thought. I was like, this feels like parenting class 101. You know, the
Yeah.
things we never quite learned and to pick up along the way.
Yes.
Elijah says, that's beautiful to witness the evolution of self aligned with our children's paths.
Yes.
Let's see here. Let's see what other comments, because I first off, I want to say I love how you all were interacting with each other in the chat. There's a lot of community vibes going on, so
Right.
definitely keep that going. Jonathan Wallace, I don't know, are you still here, Jonathan? Let us know if you're still here. Jonathan Wallace, 7826 says, can you talk about how a child can heal a solar plexus mother wound?
The solar plexus of the mother, or the solar.
Solar plexus mother wound, I think like issues with
Oh,
the solar
yes.
plexus as it pertains to like being wounded from the mother.
Yes, and we recently did a video, which I don't think has been released, about children blaming their mothers for things because the mother is the all. And so it's often normal as the bigger impact of everything that has happened in our life, we point to it must be her fault. And so there's often a lot of going on. And there's also this idea that our mothers did not have an archetype either. Their mothers were not the archetype, and they had their own addictions, their own illnesses, their own subconscious issues, and what they thought was important. But yes, the way to work on all of the solar plex issues, which are identity issues, is to take time to be in silence, to go into meditation, and breathe into them that you want the truth, that you have joy, and that you are thankful that whatever your parents did, here you are to talk about it. Many did not make it that far. So there is that. So the truth is you chose the parent to help you with the process, because the problem in your life is the process to obtainment, elevation, and exaltation. So, but you must, as you are asking, go into where the fragmentation has taken place and be willing to repair it without blame. Like, look, I got it. It's in my solar plexus. I'm going to deal with me. I'm going to breathe. The truth is, I'm still here to do this. That's glory. I'm alive. I can do it. The next thing is, there was joy and intelligence, because here I am speaking to get myself to the next level through my intelligence. And then the reality is, let me be grateful for this opportunity, this process that can teach me more. Knowing that when you heal your solar plexus, you heal everybody in your lineage. You heal your mother, your brother, your sister, your father, your grandparents, the people who are dead and the people who are not. The people who are not born yet are all healed when you don't carry the pain further into the lineage. It's an excellent question. Thank you.
Well, certainly. Thank you for sure. So we can go to a quick commercial break and then wrap up. And the commentary is still continuing. There's a lot of interaction amongst you all. And again, I love it. And hold tight. We'll be back in about 40 seconds or so. And we're on commercial break.
Every financial crisis has one winner. It's not crypto, it's not stocks, it's not real estate, it's gold. In every financial crisis, there's one asset that always comes out on top. Not because it skyrockets overnight, but because it never dies. Stocks crash, currencies collapse, property markets freeze, but gold, it keeps buying the same value as it did 100 years ago. Look at history. 1929, 1971, 2008. The people holding gold weren't panicking. They were shopping. They had liquidity when everyone else was broke. The winner in a crisis isn't the one with the most cash. It's the one holding what cash runs to when it's scared. When the next crisis hits, you'll either watch your savings melt or you'll be the one buying gold at a discount.
All right. Shout out to Aluka Gold. We appreciate you, Alex, in Dubai. And for anyone who's interested in wealth assets management protection, or where to allocate funds, or investing specifically in gold, you can reach out, get a consultation with Alex at Aluka Gold for some assistance in that area. So we thank you for sponsoring our live stream podcast. Honor, respect, and gratitude to you. So we are wrapping up our podcast, and we appreciate you all for not holding us down, but holding us up.
Yay.
Supporting us within the live stream and all the robust commentary that everyone has shared. And it has been such a deeply resonant conversation, because we all have gone through this, and everyone has been a child. Many of us are parents, or varying levels of parenting or guardianship. And just going through some of these final comments. Shaka Warrior, it's been a while, Shaka, and Lakesh. Shaka says, we all will encounter situations that trigger us throughout our lives. She's like, it just is.
The fragmentation is real. The fragmentation in humanity is real.
Yeah. Guru Green says, we also come in as the soul already with tendencies or inclinations and a purpose in this life, which also makes our experiences unique compared to our siblings. I think that's something that's often overlooked
Absolutely.
too, where it's like, yo, the child came in with some stuff, all right? Like, you got to consider that. It's often overlooked. Why is my child acting like this? I don't know where they learned this from. They came in with it.
And there's the balance between understanding that, maybe you came in as an artist, maybe you came in with things that needed to, unresolved issues that needed to be worked on. The idea is work on them, resolve them. Then I remember telling my children, you are being other than yourself. I know who you are because I saw you before you were born. I know who you are. I know what you have come in to be, but you are not yourself. You need to get with yourself and be that with me right now.
I feel like if I was your child in that situation, I would be like, damn, she's right. It would inspire me. It's like, mom's disappointed, but she sees so much more of me. What am I doing with myself?
It's a
powerful
truth. Like,
perspective.
we come in with a lot of things, but we are the seed, and inside of us is all of the greatness. We don't want to just settle for what we look like right now.
Yeah.
We are the seed. The whole forest is inside of us.
Beautifully said. Thank you, Guru Green. And again, it looks like you all are just delving all up into conversation with each other. And again, I'm going to give honor, respect, and gratitude to that. So we're going to begin to wrap up. Lao Tzu, do you have any final thoughts or comments on this idea of the triggers? Anything you want to leave with the audience before we go?
Just remember the idea that if you are the one that's triggered, it is you who has the opportunity to work on what triggers you. It's not a negative or positive,
Yeah.
it's a reality. Not everybody in the room is triggered when you are. What is the indicator? That there's an emotional fragment that needs to be taken care of. It's not that we won't be triggered in the future. That's our indicator. It's a blessing. It's a gift. Oh, that triggered me when they said that about me. I'm going to look into that.
Well, certainly.
Yeah.
So before we go, just a little heads up. So we are wrapping up the end of the month here. We're continuing Soul Translation class with Lauta. So we'll be together next week, Tuesday, Archangel Realms. I'll be co-teaching that with you as well. I'll have my sword ready. Who knows? I might teach behind the wings. We'll see. But in December, we're going to continue with Light Body Movement. We'll be starting over at the foundation in the root chakra. So for anybody who's interested in joining us in Light Body Movement, $45 a month gets you an hour and a half in a group session every first, second, third, and fourth Sunday. Hanging out, good vibes, real raw engagement.
And it's the answer to what was asked of us. What do you do when you're triggered like that? We send truth, joy, and gratitude in a group setting, in a powerful activity that will help you push through that because of the group energy.
That's right. There's powers in numbers, sticks in the bundle, so to say.
Yes.
So yeah, this is available on the website. You can go to the homepage and you'll see Light Body Movement, or just click on the class tabs and you'll see it there. And then also your calendar is open for anybody who wants one-on-one sessions with you in the month of December. There's much more availability. So I understand you're doing not only advanced soul clearing 2, 3, you're doing nutritional consults, things of that matter. We also have property clearings, Akashic record readings, self-serve sessions with myself. So the schedule's open for December. We're not putting Christmas lights up and things like that.
Just know this is a good way to get your soul clearing for the new year. If you've already had an individual soul clearing, you can get a group soul clearing and start the new year off right. And I would like to share that in the future things will be changing. And so take advantage of those private appointments while you can. Things will be changing in the future.
What she said. All right, Cool Pants, you ready to end this podcast?
We thank you all for joining us, and we give you honor, respect, and gratitude in Lakesh and Veritas, oneness and truth. Thank you.